One, two, one, two. How are we doing out there? Welcome to Australian Underground Sounds 2021. This is our first episode, and we are back with a vengeance. Bossy man, what's been happening?
Oh, lots been happening. We've been getting out about and getting a few streams out there, and it's great to be back in our brand new studio here.
Hey. Yeah, what up, what up? Hey, listen, Coral Castle, we did a stream there. I've got to give a shout out to KC because he was pretty annoyed that he didn't get a set there. So if you're watching, my friend, yeah.
Look, it was great that a little leprechaun come and kicked us off the battlefield.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
What else we got going? Listen, I've landed my feet in Melbourne again. Been living here for the last 2 months, and yeah, it's been awesome. So I've got a rooftop party with Pharmacy. Bring it on. Shout out to you, Trevor, and the Pharmacy crew. So rooftop open to close from bloody 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. on the 20th of March. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Listen, you're going to hear lots of bangers from me, listen, one of the best DJs in the world and producers. We'll be playing some of his tunes there, DERB. We've got him on the show tonight. So, mate, I don't know. So obviously, guys, our special guest for the evening is German producer Kai Winter. He'll be on in a couple of seconds, in a short moment. Back to the rooftop party. We've got 2 double pass giveaways to give out tonight. Stay tuned throughout the show, and we'll tell you how you can win those for the Pharmacy event on the rooftop, open and close. Yeah.
Yes, it's great that the scene's starting to open up again. You know, Trent's doing a great job with the rooftop parties. You know, he's had Hellraiser himself, and now you going there. It's all happening.
Yeah.
It's in,
certainly is.
Club as well. That's going good.
Yes, and I went to Trip the other weekend. That was a mad show. They got Extreme. Woo, yeah, baby, that's coming up. Shout out to you, Extreme. Yeah, so they did a spectacular show. Shout out to you, Travis and Mika, Andy Golden. Yeah, there are quite a few good sets. Anthem. Yeah, it was a great night out there. So yeah, man, lots going on. I've been to quite a few rooftops lately. Boyd X, you're doing another one. Yeah, I've heard you're in competition with me, mate. Unfortunately, he's not going to make the 20th. I got asked to do another rooftop on the same day today, and I'm like, damn it. That's with Boyd X and his Mrs. Renee, and they are swagging playing their breakbeats. So, yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
But, mate,
let's get on to DERB. Very excited for this. It's been a long time coming, and I'm sure it's going to be a great interview. So are you happy to go there?
Let's do that, mate. Thank you very much. Welcome.
Africa.
The man himself, Mr. Kai Winter. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. How are you guys?
We're great. Great to have you on the show.
Fantastic.
Yeah, nice to be here. Gives me a good feeling. So
You're kind
I've
of
been
back
a
in
little bit in
Australia.
Australia right now.
It's a
That's
good feeling to
awesome.
be in Australia. I don't know about where yourself is.
Yeah.
How you doing over there? Much going on?
Yeah, I'm fine. I have a lot to do. I have a lot to produce new things at the moment. I start the new label, the DERB tools. That's kind of tools from the old ones, but also included some new things in the
Yep.
future. And a lot to do in these crazy times. It's really
Yeah.
crazy,
How's
crazy.
it up there? Are you in lockdown still?
Yeah, we still are kind of locked down. The shops are open, some particular shops, and but most of them. I didn't play since 1 year right now, and the whole scene
Wow.
is going down because many clubs are closed. They can't hold the clubs at the moment, and overall, I think we are still in shutdown till 22, definitely.
Wow.
So we
Wow.
didn't plan
Wow.
any booking, any gigs, and it's totally closed at the moment. And it's a really, really crazy time for us producers and DJs worldwide, I
So
think.
does that mean Kai, that you want to come to Australia and possibly do a gig here? Because we've all opened up in Australia.
Yeah, we planned a little tour with my agency, Brad Drummond, who's running the pharmacy thing. And we planned it for 2020 in the mid of the year, but they're still closed after this fucking Corona shit, yeah. And
Yeah.
I was really disappointed because Australia it's like my second home, And I love Melbourne. I know Melbourne better than as my area here. I'm only sitting in
Probably no
studio
offense,
and
chaos here at the moment.
yeah.
So Kai, you've been going around since 2001. Your first big release was DERB, was it? And you went on to...
with but I released the second and cold things earlier. Yeah, I think 1999, something like it.
Yeah, okay. And so I've got a question to ask. How did you get the name DERB? Like, what was behind the name DERB?
Yeah, it's a funny situation.
Before you
Sorry to
answer
put you on the
that,
spot, but yeah.
I actually looked up what it actually meant, and I've got 3 different answers here what it stands for. So I'm interested to see if one of them's why you done it, because
No, sometimes you have some words and they go with you like guile or cool or crazy or something like this. And we had the situation, everything it's cool, it's derb, we talk about the food is derb, or the music is derb, and the story is a little bit more complex because in the past I split with Boris, my partner of DERB, and then we come together and produce this track, especially this track, and we don't have a name for the artist or for the project, and but only the thing we talk about the track. Oh, the track is DERB, and though that it was the idea to call it DERB, that's a small thing in front, but a very big thing for us.
So
now, if I can, Bossy, if I can ask what you looked up, mate. So you tried to do a bit of research, homework on the DERB.
I'm interested to know
What
if
did you
you've
find,
actually looked at the definitions of what DERB means.
Yeah, it's rough, cool, it's nasty, something like that. It's a German word. It's a German word. Oh, it's DERB, That's
so I've got one
not the big story about.
So one of the meanings of DERBs is another word for a cannabis extract, like a dab.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's
okay.
Another one is it's a woman's pot belly. specifically underneath the belly button to the hips. So
Okay.
the thing when
That's DERB.
that's DERB. And the last one is to give head. So
I never heard about. Never heard about it.
Google it.
But that's cool. That's really cool.
Listen, I want to say, Kai, you're a very good actor.
This makes give head, man.
I like the head one.
I need my button.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
So what's give us a day in the life of DERB at the moment. What have you been getting up to? Like what's your daily routine?
Producing. I'm sitting here in the studio and producing and try to refresh my mind because I have a really long time that I don't make music or thing. That's part of 5-6 years back. I'm really out of the scene, and right now I try to do some new tracks. That means that's the reason why I do the DERB Tools, the new label, because I have to refresh myself. That's the most important part for me at the moment, because it's really hard when you it's really hard when you produced tracks in the past, and everybody wants that I produced more of that kind of music. But I'm also into and I'm also into Henderson Cole, and Henderson Cole is totally different. It's hard trance, and DERB is DERB.
Mm-hmm.
So my problem is to do DERB tracks like in the past, because most of the people want to hear the tracks. But I'm not into that, you know. I try to find new things and new stuff, and that's the reason why I do DERB Tools, because I can do the DERB stuff from the past. I can do other stuff as well, and I can do some experimental sounds for the future. Something like this.
It's
I'm a shout out to you.
I'm a little free in producing, right? Yeah.
You're a little free, did you say? In
in producing stuff and don't have to pressure to myself. That's the point why I do it, and that's the point why I say, okay, I produce what I like, and I bring it out to DERB Tools, and we will see what's happened with that. You know,
it sounds like
no pressure.
Kai's grown up a bit and maturing with his music and his taste and his
if I can just cut in for a second, Bossy, 100%. I don't. This is not going to do Chaos any favors, but I'll do it anyway. No, listen. Thank you for being on the show, and just tell everybody to move on. And listen, we're into melodic techno at the moment, and we are loving that stuff. All the 303s, Thomas Schumacher, Kai himself, Aces and stuff. So. I totally get it. Everybody wants me to play all your tunes that you play, that you've produced, and it's hard. It is really hard because you evolve, and we want the crowd to go with us. So I love that you're standing up and you're for what you believe in, and creating this new label. DERB Tools. I love it. It's a great name too. Fantastic.
That's the reason why I have some conversation with Aces in the past. I think 2 or 3 years before, and Aces is really big at the moment with the techno thing he's done. And he said to me, "Come on, Kai, you can do also the techno stuff, but I'm not so involved with the techno thing at the moment. Maybe it will come in the future. Maybe 1 hour, maybe in 2 hours, in 1 year or 2 years." I don't know, but I have to I have to bring some new fresh tunes out, and that's the reason why I do the DERB stuff to kick myself in my ass to make some new music. Because the last 7-8 years I didn't make music, and now I start to produce again, and so I will see what's happening.
I think you need that break at that
Yeah.
time to even reset yourself. I think I've obviously gone through a reset myself, and I believe obviously it looks like the Australian or the Melbourne scene definitely has as well in in the hard trance and everything. So it's about. I think this wave is about to start again. Hell yes. So yeah, all the best. Yeah, amazing. Without getting too technical and going. Yeah.
No,
what do you got for us, boss?
No, I was
just before we close before we close that little section off, I personally, and there's obviously some few cats out there that produce as well. Without getting too technical for the girls and stuff that are out there that are watching, run us quickly through your studio and what are you using? Do you use any hardware, or is it all software, or you using Ableton, Cubase? What's going on?
You see a little bit of the old analog machines, and I have some analog machines here, but yeah, most of the thing I used at the moment some plugins and produced a lot about only the computer. In the past, when we started producing, it's like 1999 something or 1990, we have all the analog machines, but we didn't, or I didn't use that at the moment. Mostly, I used plugins. I used my old Logic. Everybody wants that I moved into Ableton, and I said no, I don't want Ableton. I want my Logic. I know Logic, but the mix down I do about the analog machine, and everything else is coming from plugins at the moment. It's easier to use and it's really creatable at the moment because they have so many features, so many new things for me to find out. That's the reason why we produced DERB. DERB was a really creative thing. We had one bass drum and added 10 more bass drum from one and resampled and make some crazy things about. And you can do that with the plugin situations really well and really easy and really fast. And that's the reason why I used mostly at the moment the plugin things.
Technology is crazy these days. Every week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I might just go to a quick one of the questions. We've got a few questions from our audience. Okay. We've got Derek here. He wants to know what got you into DJing and production. So back when you were
once again, I hear.
What got you into DJing?
Yeah, I'm involved with the music since I was a little kid. I have some pictures when I have my pants on, you know, and I stay with vinyl or.
Why do you usually have your pants off?
I'm ever involved with music, and I remember when I was 60 or 70, I learned Boris of my partner of DERB. And he's doing some music things with a really small equipment like a tape machine, one synthesizer, and the Atari computer, and it was crazy for me. And so I started to producing and play like I was 17. I think I started to play in some smaller clubs for the kiddies in my hometown, and that's a step-by-step way. So I'm ever involved to the music. I'm ever involved to doing as a DJ. And after 2 or 3 years, I started producing my tracks by myself, you know, together with Boris. That's the part why I came to the music.
Yeah, the rest is history, huh?
Yes.
Okay, moving on from that.
Fantastic.
So give us a track that never gets old, that no matter how much you hear it.
From myself or
any track?
Yeah, from yourself, and if you've got another one of something that's one of your like top faves.
I think the Space Rock remix of "Follow Me" is one of the tracks.
Oh, really?
It was such an honor for us to do that because we grow up with that kind of music. Space rock is it's like yeah, the completely music we like. And it was such an honor when they asked us to do the remix for the Follow Me, and I did it all without money. It was no problem. And the production of the Space Rock Follow Me remix was so easy because I didn't hear the original. I played on the keyboard because I have the melodies already in my ears, you know, because I know this track because it's kind of like a baby of me, you know, and that's the reason we produced the remix in within one day. There was really easy flow, and I think that's the most important thing and most important track you can ever hear. We produced it 2002, I think, and Mark Sherry does the remix from the remix, and Armin van Buuren plays on the bigger festivals, and everybody stand like this, and
yeah, well,
that's
I tell you, everything that you touch turned to gold. Like every remix, you just made it sound better.
Not everything. Listen, what do you think of the Mark Sherry remix? What do you think the Mark?
I can show you some really bad tunes I've done in the past.
We're all human.
We're all human, exactly right. Yeah, that's excellent. Follow me, Jesus. Yep.
All right, so
I think most of my career is as I say, most of my career is made off you, maybe, Kai. All those big tunes. At Base Station, we broke into the hard trance. We were the first people that were playing hard trance in Australia. We decided to change, or Jason Midrow decided to change the main room into hard trance. And it was all through your tunes. Then they started coming out, Project, yourself, you know, the list goes on. So, yeah, most of the guys here, including myself, most of the big DJs, you guys, you know, founded and formed and pathed our career. So
I did not know one DJ that did not have 5 of your records in their case. So
yes,
now I've become
every record box.
Yeah, so we paid for the studio there.
I think especially the Hennessy Cole thing, the remix of the Scott project, the second trip was I think the beginning of the hard trance scene also in Melbourne, Australia, and something like this. Was a good time.
Mate, yeah.
The first time I ever got a successful beat mix on vinyl was playing Africa. So it's yeah, I remember that one real well. I kept it. I kept the speeds going, and I waited till my mate got home. I'm like, come in here, listen to this. Bang, bang.
But Bossy, you're a little late, yeah? Because Africa was the 4th of 5 release.
Yeah.
Young guy.
So what's a genre that you think this world could live without?
Oh, once again.
One genre you think the world could live without?
Gabba.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. It's pretty intense. So
no.
So Kai, you didn't come from the, you know, the I suppose Happy Hardcore, the ID&T and the Thunderdome and all that kind of German sort of Roughneck Records and all that sort of stuff over there. Like, I spoke too fast. Sorry.
You did.
No. But the Gabba thing and the Thunderdome thing, I think it's especially Dutch. It's not German. We are in German
yes,
at the moment. At the moment, the EDM scene or house scene still doing well, but the trance scene here in Germany, it's I think totally broken down since 5 or 6 years. The only man who's doing trance is Tala at the moment. He have a small club in the near of my old hometown. Yeah. He do the techno club, the called techno club. They play trance and try to book some bigger names from UK and something like that. But the whole scene in Germany for hard trance or trance is really broken down since 5 or 6 years. That's
definitely not what it used to be.
Gabba, the Gabba scene and this scene is really, really huge still in the Netherlands. Yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
don't have.
I don't want to say I don't want to say it's crazy, but it's the Netherlands and their hardcore and gabber, and it's just absolutely mental.
I see,
and
I see
yeah.
your connection here, though. You said you've been quiet for a few years. You haven't been doing much, and the scene's been breaking down. So what's that telling you?
I don't know. Maybe it's coming back. I don't know why it's happened. Because overall in the world the scene is still hot.
Yeah.
Australia, Netherlands also, and Switzerland as well. They have a big trance scene, but the German trance it's going down. I don't know why.
Well, you've got to realize
you've
that
been quiet.
obviously you do.
You need to start getting some tracks out there again, and might start lifting.
Yeah, maybe yes.
But
maybe yes.
We know that the trance. Well, I suppose Australia is behind, probably 2 to 5 years behind the rest of the world. So, but it's still thriving. Hardstyle's doing really big over here. It's still massive over in the UK and stuff as well. Like it's all sort of moved to that, hasn't it? Would you say that as well? Would you agree?
Yeah. That's also a big problem for DERB because most of the people say that DERB is a kind of hardstyle, but we absolutely have nothing to do with hardstyle. We start I remember the thing when we do the Warmdusche remix of Hardcore Will Never Die, and we try to do some crazy things with the vocals. And we do the hardcore will never die, and all the people think about now we are hardstyle, but we have nothing to do with hardstyle, and because I love melodies, I love parts that you can hear forever, something like that, And hardstyle it's a kind of music for me like it's only bang 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 and there's nothing to do with hardstyle. But the hardstyle scene.
Too many times. Tell me about that track, because that was, too many times.
Too many times. It's a Kai Tresse track.
It's Kai Tresse. So you didn't produce that one. You didn't produce that one.
No. It's too commercial for me.
Too commercial. As you were.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got another question from the audience. Keith Kingsbury. He wants to know what the best club in Europe you've ever played, and then he wants to also know the best club in Australia.
Whoa! The best club in Australia, beyond first, was Brisbane, but I didn't know the name. Brisbane. It's a bigger room and they have a really good like an ice taker. What's the name of that? When you buy some drinks and there's all of ice,
Oh, ice bar.
I can't remember the name of the club in Brisbane, but it was Brisbane.
He's saying Brisbane.
Do you have any? Brisbane. Yeah.
In Australia?
Yes.
I don't know nothing about Brisbane. I was hoping you'd say that.
And I think in the other way, the best club here in Germany, but I really didn't play any time there. It was the Cocoon Club in Frankfurt. The Cocoon Club in Family Brisbane. Yeah, Louis said family in Brisbane. Yeah, that was the club in Brisbane. And the best club here in whole Europe, I think it was Cocoon in Frankfurt. It was run by Sven Veit, and also Mad in Switzerland, and the Oxa in Switzerland. They are really good clubs. Wow. The scene was really good. The sound system, Cocoon, you never heard a better sound system as in the Cocoon, because it was loud, punchy.
Indoor, outdoor.
But you can talk normal, but it's really loud and punchy. Yeah, unbelievable. And the Family Club in Brisbane, I think it's the best club in Australia. Yeah.
Really? What about Melbourne?
Yeah, really.
Like, don't forget about Melbourne.
I,
You're telling me
I play
yesterday Melbourne was your favourite place.
yeah, the place, but you asked me about clubs, and the most of the parties I played in Melbourne was like a party. It was Metro Theatre, or the pharmacy parties was there and there and there and there, but not in the club. You know, the most of that
last time I saw
gigs
you at
I played in
Chasers
Melbourne
was insane. It was crazy. MK got up and took some video footage from behind you, and I can't remember the track, but you dropped this track, and the whole bloody crowd just went crazy. And I'm gonna find that video and send it to you because you'll love it.
Yeah,
it just captures it.
I will.
Crazy.
I will.
I think Damien's got a bit of mic problems going on there. Cool story.
Yeah.
So if
It sounds like it. Because I hear nothing.
Yeah, he does this every now and then. That's all good.
Okay.
Hey, follow the lead all the way down to the computer, and
yes.
So if you were stuck in eternity with 1 year and one genre, what year would it be, and what genre would it be?
Trance.
What year?
Sorry?
What year? So if you're stuck for the rest of your life in one year, 2001, whatever, in one genre, what would it be?
2000. I don't know when the Armin van Buuren and Ferry Corsten tracks are coming out. It was 2000 maybe.
Yeah.
Was really big trance, really big trance. That's also kind of music we adapt for our music. Because the melodies are banging, the melodies are fresh, the melodies are really open and wonderful melodies. And I think it was 2000, something like this. And
2000, 2001, that was that's when it was all happening. And so as a producer, what's your opinion regarding the difference in the DJing styles these days? With we used to DJ vinyl back in the day, and you'd produce a track, you'd play that track all over the world, you'd release the records, everyone buy your records. But now everyone's playing your tracks before you even get out to play them. So how do you think that's affected the producer world?
Yeah, a lot. Absolutely a lot. Because when I play my tracks myself in the club, I can take the reaction of the crowd. That was the reason why DERB was so successful in the past. I played the first time I remember when I played the DERB track. It was a small, not a small club, but a bigger club for maybe 3,000 people, and there are only 100 people inside. That happens sometimes. But I played the DERB track, and the whole of the 100 people are going to the dance floor and we say what, and that was the first point when I said to myself, oh, maybe a hit. And Kai Tresset don't want to take it on the Tresset tracks. That's the reason why the DERB is coming to Tresset beta files. There was a second label of Tresset tracks in the past, and that was the reason why the DERB is coming on the other label. But it was the most successful track of Tresset tracks ever, because we have licensing to America, to Strictly Rhythm, does the track or license the track, and to your question, back to your question, it's ever important to play your own stuff in the club to take the reaction of the people. That's really important. But these days it's not possible. That's a problem.
Like back in the day,
you have to go
you used to, certain DJs would have certain vinyl, and you wouldn't be able to get that vinyl. So it's not like you know, people would go to that club to hear them play that music, but now everyone's got access to everything. So
yeah, that's also a problem, and the situation to as a producer from a label, that's really a big problem, because I remember the days when you do the promo with records, you give it to the DJs playing on the club, and then after maybe 3-4 weeks you have the official release and everybody sells the record. That's okay. And these days you finish a track and put it to the internet and see one day, oh, it's already on the internet, you know. that's
people
really
are telling you how
really
good the track
horrible.
is before you've even put it out there.
Yes. Sometimes it's happened that you see your new release, but you're still on the producing in the studio, you know. That's really.
Do you think
Sorry?
Do you think it would work a lot better if say producers produced the track, didn't release it, and played the track just like old days? They play that track and they're like, "What is that track? What is that track?" And then you know, a year later, you release it, and not a year, but you know, a couple of months. You play it a few places, then release it. Just
maybe it would be better, but I think it doesn't work at the moment. The completely thing with distribution is a totally different thing as the past was. You know, you have to do it on Facebook, on Spotify, on SoundCloud, Beatport, blah blah blah. It's totally different.
It's a maze. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
I used
absolutely.
to enjoy going to a club and then hearing that track you haven't heard before, and you know, whatever DJ's up there, automatically they're a sick DJ. It's like, what was that track?
Yeah.
But
in the other ways, when you have a release by 2002, 2003, the release will going and the DJ is playing for, I think, maybe a half a year. You know, it was a good track, and you played as a DJ for half a year. Right now, you play a track 2 weeks, and then it's old.
It's like a disposable nappy. You just get that track and throw it out. And, I got music on there which I love, and I've never even played it because there's just too much music there. I forgot I've even got it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Back in the day, you know, $25 and go buy a record.
Yeah.
Play that record over and over and over and over. And, so different. All right, so Kevin Collins, he's put in a question. He's interested to know how the remix of LCK's Nightman came about.
Yoo-hoo, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's back.
Oh, he's there.
I am
cool.
back. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Good. I wanted to give a shout out to LCK and ask about that too. Mr. Knight. I wanted to give a shout. I was trying to before give a shout out to LCK, and if you can, bring us in. What's going on with LCK?
Yeah, and I know Louis, the man behind LCK. I know Louis since 2000, I think, and he's a really, really a lovely person and a really, really talented DJ and producer. And I, after I start the DERB tool things, I always see he's posting something on Facebook. And I'm interested, and I write to Louis and said, "Hey, come on, send me some things if you have something for me." And he sent me the Nightman, and he said, "Wow, fantastic track! You know, that's a kind of track I want to release on DERB tools, because it's a style like." Okay, it's a little older for me in my ears, but it sounds fresh. There was some parts in the track. It's fantastic, you know. And I said, "Oh, come on, can I do it for DERB tools? Cause it's absolutely a track who's fitting for the new label." And he said, "Oh no, he's already out there." And he said, "Oh no," but the idea is to do a DERB remix and the remix. We found a remix. Dean here from the north part of Germany, and do a re-release, something like that. And so I do the DERB remix for. I have some ideas for that, and DJ D is done also a good remix for it, and we want to put it out on 26 on Beatport. I think it will exclusive Beatport release on 26th of March, and I hope the track is doing well. It's really hard these days to do new things, and it's really hard because the clubs are closed. That's the main problem at the moment. You can't put it on the clubs. You can't play it on, in the clubs.
Yeah.
And so it's really hard to do the track to a step higher. You know, that's really hard at the moment. But I'm fine with that, and try to push the thing because Luis is really talented DJ and producer. And I hope he's doing his way.
Yeah, oh, great.
Yeah, that's excellent.
You know, it's
Melbourne
only a
homegrown.
two-week holiday in quarantine in a nice hotel down here, and you can jump in the club straight away.
You're all over it. You're all over the Australian tour again. Here we go.
Oh,
Mr. Guy Winter.
That sounds like Christmas in my ears.
One more quick
Listen, I know that I was booked with. Yeah, go. Oh, no, I was going to say, I know I was booked with you last year, Kai. We were booked at a place somewhere last year, which got postponed. So I don't know, maybe there's some good news coming about. Stay tuned. We'll see. We'll be pushing for it.
What's the
I have to be back in Australia because, like I said in the beginning, it's one of the most beautiful places all over the world. I travel a lot. I've been in America, South America. I've been in Asia, in Africa. But you can't describe how beautiful Australia is. Unbelievable.
Yes.
Wow.
No, that's great. It is. We're very lucky to live here. That's for sure. And we're very lucky when we got people like you coming over to play for us. So.
Bring it on. Yeah. Bring it on. Let's go.
Kevin also wants to know what the future plans for DERB Tools are. And after that, we'll get into your new release, which we'd like to hear.
Yeah. Releases, and more releases. I don't know. I'm really the beginning or the main thing is to do some of my older tracks and refresh it with new remixes, something like that. Because a lot of other labels. Try to get in contact with me and try to can we do the Henderson Cole this one, the Henderson Cole this one for our label, and that and I was thinking about I can do it by myself because I can also do some remixes. That's the reason why I remixed myself, because I've done the Henderson Cole Born Blind. I've done a new DERB remix because I have. In the past, my idea was, I can do it better, but that's the reason why I do the own remixes, and I try to take new artists like LCK and something and feature there a little bit and try to find some new sounds, new tracks, and I don't know what's happened.
Can I put in a suggestion? In Australia, it's got a ring to it. In Australia,
in Africa.
In Africa.
In Australia.
In Australia.
Oh yeah! Now. A little early for me, you know. No, maybe.
What's that track? Welcome. What's that track? Welcome to Detroit. You know. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, let's go Australia. We'll try that one.
You got a little question for the audience, haven't you? And for DERB about one of his tracks. You were telling me last week.
I've got two questions for you. We've done a bit of a plug for yourself, and we'll put a question out there that's how many herbs are in DERB, and we didn't know the answer, so I'm not sure what the responses were, but I thought we'd ask you on the show for the actual answer. So I hope you know your stuff.
What was that?
How's it go?
Too many.
Cool, but it does it about 20 times. And Kai, if I could ask you, what is, just to be a bit funny at the moment, what is one of the weirdest things a fan has ever done for you?
Oh. Oh.
Have a think. Have a think. You've played everywhere,
What,
so
what, what,
you would have
what,
seen.
what time is it in Australia?
It's
No,
it's way past PG.
It's after. Listen, it's after hours. It's the uncensored hour, so you can say whatever you like, mate.
oh no.
No, seriously, you would have had a few.
Nothing
So
special.
No, dig deep.
no.
I can't answer. My wife is watching also, I think.
No. All right, Bossy. What do you got for him, mate?
What about
let's not get him in the doghouse for the night.
maybe not the worst one? What's something
Sorry?
strange? What's something strange that a fan's done for you?
I think nothing special. Sometimes I show the boobs if they want some tracks or something. I have to sign boobs. I think maybe this one.
Oh god.
What's the best thing a fan has done for you that you've met? There's something that, like, gratitude. What's somebody that's that you remember that's been grateful?
When they dance and when they have a good time and scream and give me a good party. Yeah, absolutely. That's the best thing they can do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Well,
Excellent, Bossy. Is there any more questions in the chats you got, or
no, I stopped looking at that. Yeah, it's been going on, so
we're all done?
That's all good. Yes, we're good. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Have you got anything else to say
listen,
to the fans out here, Kai?
Nothing special. Try to buy some. Try to buy some DERB tool stuff. Try to do some parties, and I hope to be back in Australia soon. That's my main part, because I have to go back to Australia.
I'm really looking forward to your Nothing Special remix coming.
Oh. That's how you put a lid on it.
now he's killed.
Are you trying to do magic tricks?
I said no. I'm really looking. Yes, I said I'm really looking forward to your Nothing Special remix on your next DERB Tools label.
Yeah. In Australia, called in Australia.
In Australia.
Yeah.
That'll go crazy.
Cool.
Listen, it's a pleasure to have you on, Mr. Kai, and it's an honor, and Australia loves you. Yeah, likewise. Australia loves you. We look forward to seeing you soon. Yep.
Maybe when there's in the future when there's a bit of a tour planned, maybe you can come back on the show and give us
we'll send
good information.
We'll promote the tour and whatever's going on.
That'd be great.
Definitely.
That would be great, and even your next releases that are coming out, mate. If you want to hit us up or do another promo and get it out there in Australia, because we're big fans, and I'm sure they'll support you and get behind you on whatever you're doing. So that'd be awesome. Yep, wicked.
I'm really.
Thank you very much.
So
awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us. We'll
speak
speak to you
soon.
soon.
See you later.
Yes,
thanks, mate. Cheers. Bye. Go Australia.
All right.
That's it, Mr. Nothing Special. It's great to have him on board for our first episode. Bloody exclusive 2021. Mr. Bossy, episode 1, Mr. DERB. What do we got for the next one?
It's going to be hard to top it. But we've got Clara Yates coming on, female DJ.
Who's Clara Yates, brother?
Who's Clara Yates? She's a female DJ and trance vocalist. She's going to come on the show. Look her up. And watch your space for some intros coming on through the week. And it's going to be great to catch up with her and have a chat.
Awesome. We got it. We're starting to get a big lineup for the year. It's going to be something special, the MK and Bossy 2021. So yeah, stay tuned. You guys that are still there and listening, giving away 2 double passes for the rooftop party with your host, MK, myself. What you need to do is you need to get onto the DJ Master Chaos page, and you need to, number 1, you need to share my latest post, and number 2, you need to tag your friends in it. Doing that will earn you a double pass to the rooftop party on March 20, which is my 8-hour show. So Dex Effects, we got a Bossy's going to lend me his bloody hell Technics. They're up to a Mark 7 turntable now. Bring it on. Bossy's also bringing his freaking mothership, which is, I think, probably only 2 or 3. Anthony Papa's got one in the country. So check that shit out. We got some goat hoodies. We got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, the tickets are 50% sold out. So if you want a spot, they are limited because of your Melbourne COVID coronavirus thing. So get in there,
Melbourne,
and hopefully
I thought you were Melbourne through and through again.
Not yet, mate. They want me to live in Sydney. So I'm out of here, and I'll be living in Sydney. Well, don't know. This was 2 weeks, and it became 2 months. Go Chaos, go! And yeah, I'll live in Sydney for a bit and do my thing there. We'll do some podcasts from there. This is my kitchen. This is my kitchen in my hotel, if you really want to know. But we are gangsters and loving it. The MK and Bossy show. So, guys, back to the rooftop. 2 giveaway passes. Share it to your friends. The DJ Master Chaos page. Number 1, share it to your pages and to your friends. And I want you to tag yourself and also who you will be going with you to the event. That'll come out next week on the Clara Yates show, the winners, and we'll notify you there. So get amongst it.
Yes,
mate. Bossy, pleasure to have you on again. Pleasure to start the year off. Shout out to you, Deza, and all the Australian Underground Sounds crew, Kelly, Winky. Yeah, shout out to Dave, all the crew that have helped us get us this far. So yeah, guys, we'll see you all next week with our next superstar guest.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
All right, cheers, guys. Thanks.